Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello Iran. Hello everyone. The satellite eavesdropping session of Russian intelligence service part 2. You can get that thing. The satellite EAVS eavesdropping session of the Russian intelligence service part 2. What it is, what it will work for us, we will get to know everyone. Let's start. Antenna system. Why antenna system? All the all of the GRU and the KGB eavesdropping station Iran have the wide variety of parabolic dish antenna. Some detail are available on the antenna built in the Soviet days for the GRU Zvezda network. The first Zvezda station near Ventspils in Latvia featured three antenna, 32-meter antenna called TNA 400, a 16-meter antenna TNA 110, an 8-meter antenna destined TNA 97. This was also installed at the Zvezda site near Yokolevka in the country far east. One source gives the diameter of the TNA 97 as a 12 meter. Another antenna measuring 25 meter were also named after planet of the solar system Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Pluto. But there is a Jovier. Which antenna had which name? Jovier. So TNA 400 was the modified version of the antenna in 1960 to communicate with the Soviet lunar and as far as in the mentioned TNA 400 and TNA 110 antenna near Ventspils were refurbished for the astronomical observation after the collapse of the Soviet Union and renamed RT-16, RT-32 Iran. You can get to know Soviet Russian antenna at the site near Yokolevka continue to be used for the satellite intelligence today. This is 32-meter TNA 400 antenna at GRU near Yokolivka. This is like that. You can see. The biggest antenna currently sees the other GRU site in roughly 25-meter antenna at the station in the Tvoivorovo in St. Petersburg's region. Several have antenna measuring around 16 and 12 meter. Just listen what it will work for you. You will get to know later on. Everyone. Some of them placed on circular control building. बिरयानी खाना नहीं है, पर अभी ये भी करना है. बिल्डिंग आ गई, क्या करेंगे तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, ये कहाँ से आ गई. ठीक है. Very similar to the one used as a part of the Soviet era ground station for the Molniya communication satellite. बराबर है. Some could be further modified by the TNA 210, TNA 110 and TNA 97 antenna. ये एंटीना क्या है भाई? Originally conceived वाली मदद जस्ट बेटा. Originally conceived in the Soviet days, this type all mentioned in 2015 article. I will just set the point one. Smaller antenna of the varying size also seen in the GRU station. Since communication satellites has become much more powerful over the decade, we had to defend ATA-CMS missile Iran. What we had to do for that? Everything we had to go. We had to get the Tobol. We had to make anti-spoofing satellite of खुद की. हाँ, उसकी भी है एंटी स्पूफिंग. फिर भी स्पूफिंग करना है. हाँ, नहीं तो कलिना लेज़र से मारना होगा उसके ATA-CMS मिसाइल के सारे पार्ट्स को. कलिना लेज़र किसी बंदी वो भी पता है. किसका नाम है? हाँ, तो पीछे है वो. हाँ, I'm sorry. So we had to defend ATA-CMS missile. However, we had to spoof. I will get to know everything. We had to spoof their ATACMS missile. We have to spoof their satellite. If we want trouble, they will not spoof us satellite. Hmm? For defense also, for attack also. Huh? Huh? So how to spoof? Everyone know what is spoof. I had told everyone knows also. सबको मालूम है. No? So concentrate on that also, right? Huh? The और कल का एक वीडियो बना है. Huh? We want the spot beam to cover a Shorot Space Center in a satellite spot beam. Understand? Huh? And the wide beam. Huh? Huh? The yaw axis. I told yesterday in the video. I'm just giving the explain. So all this work for the ATACMS missile to defend a Shorot Space Center. Huh? So this is all mentioned in 2015. Smaller antenna of the varying size also seen in the GRU station. Since communication satellite has become much more powerful for the decade, the signal can be now received by antenna up to 10 times smaller than the ones need originally. This is a 25-meter dish antenna at the GRU Zavidza station. Uh, All that is known about the antenna at the Soviet era KGB site from 1983, which give antenna diameter of 25, 12 and 7 meter. Antenna of those size are still seen at the FSB site today. 16-meter antenna and smaller one 25-meter antenna at only two sites, namely once at the Khyberovsk region in Crimea and one PhD that can be linked into FSB site. Mention antenna name TNA, antenna name TNA 7M Iran, TNA 9, TNA 12, TNA 16, which the number like that. Denoting their diameter also alag alag. Antenna name seen in the so like that. So it's perfectly possible that is the commonality between the hardware used at the GRU and the FSB station. For instance, 25-meter antenna at the FSB station near Alushta in Crimea identify has the TNA 210K, indicating it's a further development of the TNA 210 antenna used in the GRU Zavisda network. Hmm? Huh? Parabolic antenna at the GRU FSB site are covered by the randoms, which will protect them against harsh climatic condition and also their orientations. You know, it should be noted that at least some of the antennas seen at this facility may also provide orthodox satellite communication for host site. Apart from the traditional parabolic antenna, a handful of the site also so-called multiple beam torus antenna Iran MBTA, where parabolic antenna can also receive signal from one satellite at time. MBTA are capable of simultaneously intercepting signal from multiple satellites. हमारी they are seen in the GRU site in the Klimox, FSB site in Dubovika Ranok, and the former KGB site in the Odeklon, Dobrolev Sendrovka, now owned by the Ukraine. A 30-meter MBTA was constructed in the Klimox around 2005 and 2006. Hmm? Huh? And some smaller one measuring about 15 meter around 20117. Hmm? Hmm? The station in the Doblev Sandvoka spot a massive 80-meter MBTA, a biggest of the kind of the world. The COMP, it's called. It's believed to have the construct back in 1987. Hmm? Multiple beam torus antenna also present. Hmm? This is 80-meter MBTA antenna. So they are almost certainly related to the FSB satellite interception system. Session provides some insight into the challenge they face when observing satellite in geostationary orbit. Geostationary satellite appear relatively low in sky from Russian territory, especially from the location in the north of the country. Huh? Since the antenna must be point close to the horizon, Iran, they are much susceptible to background interference. Hmm? Some of the paper discuss way of improving the signal to noise ratio. ये तो हमको करना है. To overcome this problem, one experiment conduct a part of radio beacons उसके पास भी है. Installed about Intelsat 1002 focus on technique to pick up signal with frequency up to 3 gigahertz from geostationary satellite. ठीक है, data on the edge of the visibility for the Russian territory. A strange feature is seen in the GRU site in the Mexico, China, and Kaliningrad. It's considered of what look like a random, surrounded by the five identical structure at the location in the hmm, Mexico, China. The construction first shown of the Google Earth imagery from September 2016. This is hmm, GRU site 25137 in Kaliningrad. This antenna 25137 GRU site. Target satellite. क्या है ये? The key question is what satellite are eavesdropping station are looking and what kind of information the Russian are trying to extract from them. All that can be learned from hmm, Russian source some detail on the target of the GRU Zvezda network in the Soviet day. A GRU officer who served as the Zvezda unit 51430. hmm, hmm. So TNA 400 क्या करेगा एंटीना इंटरसेप्टिंग सिग्नल ऑफ इंटरसेट 4 कम्युनिकेशन सैटेलाइट यूक्रेन की होंगी एट फ्रीक्वेंसी अप टू 4200 मेगाहर्ट्ज TNA 110 इंटरसेप्टिंग सिग्नल ऑफ US मिलिट्री कम्युनिकेशन सैटेलाइट अच्छी बात है एट फ्रीक्वेंसी अप टू 7800 मेगाहर्ट्ज ये एंटीना और TNA 97 एंटीना क्या करेगा इंटरसेप्टिंग सिग्नल फ्रॉम ऑफ फॉरेन रिकनेशन सैटेलाइट ये तो चाहिए हमको एट फ्रीक्वेंसी अप टू 2500 मेगाहर्ट्ज जो वो लोग करने की कोशिश करते हैं हमारी कुछ खबर लेने की. So this is more or less with what one another like that. So three antenna about the function of the three antenna according to him, one was needed to gather information about onboard equipment of direct satellite, by which he probably referred to effort to learn more about the design and function of the reconnaissance satellite through analysis of intercept signal. Hmm, hmm. So, in other words, Zvezda were both to collect information about foreign satellite, hmm, which fall under the electronic intelligence or aligned. uh, So you can see example I am saying the TNA 97 antenna used for the proposed in 1970. Hmm, huh, 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 huh. Can see everything. So I cannot say everything. You have to understand the satellite eavesdropping station of the Russian intelligence service part 2. You can work on that if you have to work. I will come to point second point. You get that thing. See, like I am changing my topic. Zemya satellite, ZNAMYA, Zemya satellite. ये क्या है? In 1990, it's intended to beam solar power to Earth. It intended to beam solar power to Earth by reflecting sunlight. ये क्या करती है? Just what I will say you. स्पॉट बीम है ये सैटेलाइट इसके बाद स्पॉट बीम है जस्ट वेट सी वी हैव टू वर्क ऑन to get ATACMS missile as soon as possible. So we need spot beam. Like example, the strategy of the multi-beam spot allocation for the geo data relay satellite based on the modified K-beams algorithm. K means algorithm. I'm talking about this China. See what they are doing. So So you have to understand. Huh? Multi-beam spot allocation for geo data relay satellite. Geo data relay satellite for defending ATACMS missile. We need these multi-beam spot allocations. See, huh? See, Iridium 33, like example, Iridium 33 was the part of the commercial communication network consist of the constellation of 66 LEO spacecraft. The system used L-band to provide global communication service through portable handset. Hmm. The spacecraft was three-axis stabilized with the hydrazine propulsion system. It has two solar panels with one axis articulations. Hmm, articulations. The system employs L-band using FDMA and TDMA to provide voice at 4.8 kbps and data at 2400 bps within 16 dp margin. Each satellite has 48 spot beam hmm, for earth coverage and use Ka band for crosslink and the ground commanding. Hmm, yeah. So GPS-3 also has the spot beam and the wide beam. So spot beam has the more powerful. Spot beam versus wide beam. ये spot beam and wide beam क्या है भाई? ये spot beam and wide beam we have to get the spot beam. Small spot beam versus wide beam for satellite communication. So satellite communication make it possible so much of today technology. Spot beam is a term used in satellite communication terminology for describe the targeting of radio signal from the satellite at the specific point on the earth surface. वो भी करता है. Hmm? Just like how the spotlight will focus the light emitting from the bulb. A bulb will shine in all direction, but using a spotlight will focus the rays in the desired direction and prevent light from shining in direction you don't want to illuminate in the same way. So spot beam of radio wave are aimed at specific geographic area or surface based station. Hmm? GPS-3 में भी spot beam है. Hmm? So what distinguishes spot beam from wide beam? It's a matter how much area a beam cover within the geographical range in which it permit to operate. Beams which cover the entire continental US, also known as the conus beam, would be considered wide beam. Hmm? The benefit of the using spot beam are more concentrated in the power than the wide beam. So those on the receiving end get the strong signal. Since the cover area are smaller, they also have the reduced risk of interference with other transmission using the same frequency. Hmm? Hmm? So spot beam are often used in satellite hmm, as well as uplink and downlink between the satellite and the specific transponder. I told you yesterday the GLONASS M satellite, your attitude model Iran. We have to understand. It's important. When you don't have these things, you cannot detect the ATACMS missile also. Improve all these things. So the GLONASS M satellite, your attitude model. Get to know this. This is some other topic. Hmm? So understanding role, pitch, yaw, the three axes of light. Huh? Huh? Now we will talk something else. Yeah? If you have to understand, you can understand. Hmm? we need Cosmo 2576 is the counter space weapon. A satellite designed to disable destroy other satellite. Have to make all these things. I'm coming to the point. Just give me some time. See, I'm talking something else now. सब चीज़ अलग अलग है और आपको ध्यान देना है. Aim it to detect ATA's CMS missile. GCS Gazprom, GASPROM, Gazprom Space System, GSS, GCS Gazprom Space System, GSS, satellite connectivity for the globe. Hmm? Gazprom Space System is one of the two Russian satellite operator. GSS operate in the Yamal satellite communication system based on which provide high quality satellite capacity. The space infrastructure consists of five satellites: Yamal 601, Yamal 402, Yamal 401, Yamal 202, Yamal 300K, operating in significant geostationary orbit. Arc segment (ARC) from 49 degree east to 183 degree east, with the service zone covering most part of the eastern hemisphere and reaching the western part of the North American continent. Yamal 601 orbital slot 49 degree east. Yamal 601 was designed to replace Yamal 202 in 49 degree east position to take up the existing customer base in C-band. Hmm? So the C-band payload of the Yamal 601 49 degree east has the wide cover over the Eurasian continent and Middle East and North Africa. The multi-beam service in the Ka band cover the most populated part of the territory of the Russian, including Kaliningrad region and the western Siberia. Hmm? Yamal 404 provide Ku band cover for the Russian in the Middle East. Yamal 405, Yamal 202, Yamal 300K. The ground infrastructure of GSS is represented by the telecommunication center in the Moscow region. Just wait on. See, I want to say, see, everyone know how Kalina laser system has made. कार्बन आयोडाइन ऑक्सीजन लेजर है ना, यही कलीना बनी है. What I want to say you, direct energy weapon DEW including high energy laser, huh, high power microwave, huh, is emerged. Huh, huh, huh. So Russian. So huh, The first use of the uh, blinding laser system to directly damage a target in the Falkland War in 1982 and in Iran-Iraq War in 1980-1988. देख लिए. हम्म, हम्म, हम्म. So airborne laser ABL and advanced tactical laser ATL were developed using chemical oxygen iodine laser. आ गया ये भी. हाँ, सॉरी, कार्बन नहीं, केमिकल ऑक्सीजन आयोडीन लेजर will play in the global war of terror. Hmm? Hmm? Necessary to enable the widespread deployment in the either Iraq or Afghanistan. Hmm? Hmm? What is a direct energy weapon and why they are critical to American national security? Hmm? Lasing medium gain medium. The lasing LISING lasing medium such as a solid crystal, optical fiber, liquid dye or gas filled chamber is responsible for the amplifying the laser light through simulated emission, producing a concentrated and powerful beam. Deeping material, huh? Doping materials such as rare earth element or other chemical additive are introduced into the lasing medium to alter its property, achievable wavelength range or increase the power output of the laser system. Laser चला है ना. Optic in laser system are instrument in shaping and controlling laser light. The serve they serve has the crucial function including focusing laser beam, maintaining beam precision and adjusting beam profile for specific application. Hmm? Optical coating are including anti-reflective, high reflective protective coating. You can see the beam director is the device responsible for the preciously aiming and controlling the direction of the laser beam trajectory. Hmm? Tracking system often integrated into the beam director employ various sensor and algorithm to continue monitor and adjust the laser aim, ensuring it remain accurately focused on the moving target. The cooling system employ various techniques such as active liquid or gas circulations. Hmm? Key component of the high energy laser power source. The power source such as high capacity battery or generator convert store or generate energy into electrical power, supplying the laser system with the necessary electrically for operation. Laser diode The laser diode provides the initial light source that will be converted into different wavelength and direct by the subsequent component. High power microwave weapon. Hmm? Hmm? So weapon system LWS kilowatt 330 US Department of Defense Direct Energy Program figure laser weapon system LAWS kilowatt 30. It is HEL. Huh? 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 I will say about Silent Hunter. You had get it. Hmm? Huh? Huh? बराबर है. Huh? So, huh? Huh? ZM87. This weapon supports fire a 15 milliwatt neodymium laser. Neodymium magnet है. Neodymium laser. Huh? Neobium. Neobium laser and capable of permitting damage at the range of 3 miles. The Chinese military may also. Huh? Huh? Chinese military also have the position of handheld weapon designed to target electronic sensor, including BBQ, अरे BBQ 905. This weapon suppose has a maximum stat of 200 millijoules, hmm, that can be fired in the short burst at the range of 1 kilometer. Hmm. HPM weapon. Hmm. Develop WB1. WB1 China Iran anti-personnel area denial system, similar to the US active denial system. Hmm. बराबर है. Some news reported indicate that this weapon might have used against, I will not say this, hmm, 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 Russian. Hmm. This is LW300 Chinese laser defense system. LW330, LW30, LW30. This is LW30. Russian Dazzler style laser weapon, for example, Precivet. हमको ये तो चाहिए. Precivet system is the asset anti-satellite direct energy weapon deployed for the with 5 Russian strategic missile division. हम भी करेंगे, including possibly in Ukraine. The Precivet is intended to blind the optical tracking system. क्यों करता है? Both drones and the satellite, thereby obscuring the movement of the strategic missile. ATACMS missile की वाट लगाना है. The new Kalina laser, part of the Corona Space Surveillance Complex, also carry asset function similar to the Precivet. The ground-based asset DEW Russian is also developing airborne asset capability. For example, Sokol Ecolian, SOKOL, Sokol, Ecolon, सबको मालूम है, ECHELON, Sokol Ecolon laser, ये भी चाहिए ईरान. System used to mount on the A60 aircraft to target sensor ईरान on the reconnaissance satellite को. क्यों reconnaissance satellite को हमको टारगेट करना है? Harnessing the 1LK222 laser बोलते हैं उसको, 1LK222 laser. Russian also have potential made advance in HPM technology. HPM weapon began in the Moscow signal suspected microwave weapon targeting US embassy from 1950 to 1970. Russian will attempt to arm 6 generator combat drone with microwave weapon. While the deployment of the some Russian DEW has been confirmed, some weapon may be reside in the realm of the propaganda. The Russian government has claimed that the Zadira, Zadira is active in Ukraine and capable of target up to 3 miles away within 5 seconds. Hmm? Hmm? LW300 है चाइना प्रोग्राम की. हमको ये चाहिए 30 किलोवाट CUAS वेपन है ये. लो एटीट्यूड गार्डियन GUARDIN गार्डियन. साइलेंट हंटर तो तूने ले लिया है. लो एटीट्यूड गार्डियन 10 किलोवाट है. साइलेंट हंटर तो है. ZM87 BBQ 905 एंड WB1 एंड रशियन का क्या है? प्रिसेवेट है, कलीना है, ये का है हमारे पास सारे के साथ. सोकल इकोलियन ECHELON इकोलियन ये है और जडीरा है. सो क्रिटिकल रॉ मटेरियल एंड गुड्स की टॉपिक. So critical raw material for the high energy laser. So including China dominance in the supply of the rare earth element. Get that thing, gallium, germanium, earth के अंदर से मिलेगा. Both which are currently restricted by the China. Other critical material as well as the supply issue for material need for the silica production बैंड किया हुआ है. Lasing medium and doping material. Lasing medium अभी बात हुई and doping material. Rare earth element. Rare earth elements are critical to host of national security technology, including direct energy, solid state, and fiber laser. Generally rely on the crystalline or glass gain medium to amplify light. This medium use doping material, which add impurity and thereby give the medium its desired property and characteristic. So advantage provided by this material including stability, high optical quality, and excellent thermoconductivity. The doping agent use HEL are primarily rare earth element, including neodymium, neodymium, including neodymium, 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 hmm? neodymium, neodymium, ये एलिमेंट है. Used in the HEL are primarily rare earth, including neodymium, erbium, 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 thulium, thulium, thulium. I also know thulium, and ytterbium, ytterbium, ytterbium. टर्की में भी मिलता है ओरिजिनल, ytterbium, ytterbium. देख लो कैसा है वो लेजर बनाने के लिए. Ytterbium is the most commonly used in the fiber laser. The US is reliant on China for REE mining and processing. माइनिंग करना पड़ता है, thus posing a direct vulnerability to the numerous defense and non-defense application. Direct energy weapon. So Chinese export refined rare earth metals account for 74%. Get that thing. Direct energy weapon supply chain. ऑप्टिकल कोटिंग, अब उसमें ऑप्टिकल कोटिंग भी लगता है, सच एज इंक्लूडिंग सिलिकॉन डायोडाइड, एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड, हाफनिया, स्कैंडिया एंड यतरबियम. लेजर डायोडाइड पम्प gallium. Gallium has many commercial and military use but also commonly used in the construction of the semiconductor laser known for the diodized laser. The laser diodide is made of two doped gallium arsenide layer solid state microwave emitter for HPM. Arsenic, gallium arsenide is also used in the process of tuning the HPM microwave emitter in the barium titanate, 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 barium titanate. So gallium is recovered primarily as a byproduct of biozide, BAUZITE, biozide, and zinc core. So as a 2023, the main domestic use of the gallium is integrated circuit, for the integrated circuit. सबके लिए ये हो गया. ये ऑप्टिकल एंड बीम कंट्रोल जर्मेनियम चाहिए. तो जर्मेनियम इज अ प्राइमरी मटेरियल यूज इन द इंफ्रारेड ऑप्टिक लेजर वर्किंग at wavelength other than infrared, use more conventional class and tend to avoid many supply chain issue. So like that, germanium. Synthetic भी उसके अंदर synthetic material often property formula. Good morning uncle. Good morning uncle. नहीं अंकल, अभी मेरे पास जाने वाला है, एक ही पड़ा है, वो भी कभी भी जाएगा मेरा अंकल. हाँ नहीं, हाँ कल आ जाएगा पक्का.
पक्का प्रॉमिस मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
अच्छा तो भी ठीक है, ये लेके चले जाना.
चालू है ना भाई.
हाँ भाई, मेरे को क्या गर्म पानी करना पड़ता है.
वो नहीं कह रहा मैं बोल के आया बहू को, मेरे जाता उनके बात में बाटो को तो लेकर आता हूँ. ठीक है. तो जो अब अभी आज संडे है ना, तो बुक कर रही थी, ला के दे दूँगा. ठीक है. चलेगा ना? चलेगा. ओके थैंक यू.
वो है किसको बुला लो.
नहीं
मैं एक्चुअली वीडियो बनाता था तो मैं आपको ना आराम से बात करता था. चलेगा मेरे को अभी फिलहाल. हाँ लेके जाओ अंकल. कॉपर.
ओके बेटा थैंक यू.
हाँ अभी अंकल आप मत उठाओ.
अरे बेटा नहीं उठेगा मेरे से.
हाँ मालूम है. हाँ
तू बात कर.
हाँ
बात कर.
जय हिंद जय महाराष्ट्र.